Welcome to the Hilton Head Livin podcast. I am your host, OT Gibbons. Our mission with all of our content is to make sure you get the most out of your time in Hilton Head. All the best places to go, all the biggest events going on, and everything you need to know to get the most out of your time on the island. I am joined as always by the star of our content, my beautiful wife and co-host, Jessica Gibbons. How you doing, Jess?
Hi.
All right, on this week's episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about everything going on in Hilton Head this weekend. We're going to be talking about our favorite new thing that we tried last week. And as always, we are going to answer the people. So with that, Jess, what's going on this weekend in Hilton Head?
Well, it is the holiday season is now upon us, officially upon us. And it is the season for thanks and for giving. So starting off with the Deep Wells Holiday Toy Drive will be taking place until December 6th. And they'll have boxes at over about 70 locations and shops and restaurants all over the island. Great cause, great way to help out the community. The presents then go to Santa's Workshop at the Deep Well. And parents can then make reservations so the kids can come in and be able to pick some toys out. So definitely a great cause. And go ahead, get toys out. I believe it's kids 1 through 12. You can go onto their website to get way more information. If you don't know what to get they even have a Christmas list of stuff to get too. So they make it pretty easy for you. There will be a sip and paint on the 14th at Skillets in Coligny Plaza from 5:30 to 7:30. And you get to paint a holiday palm tree on a 11 by 14 canvas. Tickets are $59 and you can register through the Coligny events calendar, and you also get some light bites and drinks to go along with your painting. On the 15th, Old Town Bluffton will be hosting a holiday art walk where you can shop local art along the whole promenade there. Beautiful place. They usually have lights up. It looks really pretty. And you can shop art, and there'll be some refreshments. It'll be a great place to start your holiday shopping, too. The Hilton Head Dance Theater presents the Nutcracker the whole weekend, so from the 15th to the 17th, and also next weekend, too, if you're unable to make it this weekend. And it's at the Sea Hawk Cultural Center. On the 15th, the Family Fishing Night for November will take place at the Sailing and Rowing Center, where local captains show you how to fish. And that's from 4:30 to 6:30, and you can register on the Hilton Head Island Rec Center's webpage. Also on the 15th, Bites, Barrels, and Brews, a mouthful, will take place at the Skull Creek Boathouse. It'll take place from 6 to 8. Tickets are $65 and includes delicious food paired with premium beverages. The Hilton Head official holiday festival kickoff takes place on the 16th at the Arts Center, which is basically in the parking lot in front of Shelter Cove area. So it is, I went last year, it is basically the parking lot. They'll have Santa and Mrs. Claus coming in an antique fire truck. There'll be local groups singing. There'll be performances. There'll be food truck and local art vendors, and there'll be a performance by the cast of the 22nd Street, which will be playing at the Arts Center in December. The Hilton Head Night Bazaar will also take place on the 16th at the bank from 5 to 8 p.m., and you can shop local artists there too. The Tunnel to Towers 5K will take place on the 17th in Rose Hill, and it honors and supports first responders and the military. Lastly, on the 19th, the Sea Turtle Patrol fundraiser will be taking place at Poseidon's. There'll be a silent auction with a lot of great options that you can bid on, such as art, a Sea Turtle Patrol experience, and a golf package. So you can go online and you can start bidding for it or get your tickets to go to it. And then for some upcoming events, we have the Lantern Parade on the 23rd in Coligny Beach. And we'll bring you more information on that. And if you want to participate, there is a lantern making workshop at Carolina Coffee and Crumbs in Coligny Plaza, a mouthful again, on the 20th and the 21st. And then also there is, we've mentioned the Turkey Trot on Thanksgiving, but there's also the Palmetto Dunes Thanksgiving Turtle Trot on the beach on Thanksgiving. And then if on Thanksgiving is too much, you have the day before a pre-Thanksgiving Dolphin Dash 5K in Sea Pines on the 27th.
All right, so that's everything happening this weekend in Hilton Head. Going back to last week, let's talk about our favorite new thing that we tried. What was your new favorite thing you tried on Hilton Head last week, Jess?
Well, it's probably your favorite thing too. We went to the Hilton Head Oyster Festival for the first time. It was definitely a big deal. It was at Low Country Celebration Park. It was a lot of fun, even though neither of us really eat oysters. I tried some for the first time. It was fun to shuck them. It was first time shucking them, learning how. And people they have little shucking stations. So you buy a bucket, you take it to these tables, the shucking stations, and they have the shucker knife. I don't know the proper name for them to open them up. A kind woman next to me showed me how to do it too. They were very nice. This couple, they were fun to get to know too, but they were very nice. Showed me how to open it up. Tried one. I don't get it. I'm not a fan. It tasted like I was drinking ocean water.
That is the most controversial thing you've ever said on this pod. Like 50%. Look, I've been around. We've been around from Maryland, Chesapeake Bay. Been around seafood my whole life. It's like 50% of people love oysters. My dad is a massive oyster fan. Like just loves them. I know a lot of people that just love them. I'm indifferent to them. Obviously, you didn't love them either. They also had a bunch of other amazing food. The shrimp was 5-star. Shrimp was great. They had all kinds of other places that you could get food and drink at. The bands that were playing were excellent. They had 2 stages going, which was really cool. Just overall, really fun time. And, you know, for whatever reason, this time we got recognized a lot, which is always really fun. We got to meet a ton of amazing people that follow the profiles, and hello to everybody that we met. And that was super awesome. Some great conversations and just a lot of fun.
It was. And they also had the football game playing. They had a big screen football game playing. And then there's a kids zone too. So of a rock climbing wall, lots of fun. The kids looked like they were having a blast. So, and again, we rave about Low Country Celebration Park, a huge field. Kids can just run around too. And at this one too, they had tables and chairs, a ton of tables and chairs to sit down at, which was awesome because most festivals, they don't really have that, or it's the VIP section. So this was open to everybody. You did have to find a chair, but it was nice that they did have them there. And it was a good amount too.
Really had everything. It had the tables and chairs, more booths and tents and food trucks than I can ever remember at an event. Like it had it seemed like everyone was there. It had the kids center, just like you said, with all the stuff that you would want. It was just really, really well done. Really well done.
Yep, and it's an annual thing that happens in the fall every year. So if you missed it this year, it's your first time hearing about it. It takes place every year in November. It was $10 to get in, and then you purchased everything when you got in there. And if you don't like even seafood per se, there was even barbecue. That's what one of our friends, his wife absolutely loves oysters. She was going to town. A lot of people were going to town on these oysters. Crazy to me. But he doesn't really even eat seafood that much. And he got barbecue. So he still had a good time too.
And the people that do like oysters said they were great.
Yeah.
So take that for what it's worth. And shout out Island Rec. Great job. All right. And as always, we're going to answer the people. And so this week, the question we've been getting most often lately is where to get dessert for Thanksgiving. So Jess, who's going to have the desserts for Thanksgiving?
So there was all the places we've mentioned before for your dining in, for your taking out. Those all, for the most part, included pies or dessert of some kind also. So if you're already doing those, start including this. I'm just saying specific, just basically bakeries of just your desserts, just your pies kind of thing. And again, I'm sure there are plenty more, and I apologize that I don't get them all. Here are just some that I do know about. So starting off with the Harbortown Bakery in Sea Pines, you can get either apple, a pumpkin, or pecan, and they're $25 a piece. The G Free Spot, which is on the north side of the island, Main Street Village, they have a lot of goodies. And they have your pies, your regular pies, and then they also have really good stuff for breakfast too. So if family is coming to stay with you, they've got cinnamon rolls, they've got muffins, they've got stratas, which is like an egg bake kind of thing. So go ahead, check their menu out. They have a lot of good stuff. And you do need to order by November 20th. Then you have the Hilton Head Social Bakery, which I'm sure a lot of people have already been to. You know, it's absolutely delicious, great stuff. They have different size pies, which is nice. So maybe if you don't have as big of a crowd, you can get a smaller size pie. And they also have tarts and breads. And there's also Sprout Mamas, which we did mention them for, I believe it was takeout. But they also have delicious desserts, pies, and breads too. Then there's the Cottage Cafe in Bluffton, which they are known for their desserts. And they have great apple and pumpkin, different pies, cheesecakes. They also have a chocolate one. They have a bunch of different kinds of coconut one. But you need to order by the 23rd, and you either need to visit the shop or call them to reserve it. Lastly is the Purple Cow, which this is an online order. She used to have a shop. Well, it used to be very well known on the island, but it's now an online ordering. So you can also visit her Facebook page. And you need to order by the 21st.